welcome back. Mr. Ikram Sehgal, earlier Mr. Nasir Bhutto has said that there is a lesson in this judgment for military. Do you think that there is a lesson for the judiciary and the politicians too, which also played a role in legitimizing the successive military coups?
I think I would like to take this opportunity to tell all three parliamentarians here about something I read in a book called How to Stage a Coup d'etat, written by a gentleman called Edward Luttwak in 1967. And he quoted Madame de Staël talking about Napoleon's coup d'etat. And she said that every time a parliament loses its moral integrity, the military mindset thinks that its battalion of 500 men are more aggressive and more incisive than that body of people inside parliament who can do nothing. Now, Ishmael Tariq has talked about the NRO. That is a black law, right? It is a black law. I'm very shocked that the PMLN is not speaking out about it, right? The fact of the matter.
And do you agree with this criticism that they are somehow very soft?
And I tell you, it's going to have, it is the casus belli for the next military intervention. Because let me tell you, when I say military intervention, I do not talk about a total military takeover. You see, nowadays military interventions are much more sophisticated. They're done on the Bangladesh model, where the army does come in support a technocratic government or supports the parliaments, right, and says fine, but we are very clear about such people carry out accountability across the board. We will not get into government. We will not have a single person in government. The Bangladesh army.
And why do you think that in Pakistan you need such kind of intervention from the military?
Because you see, what is going to happen is you lost a lot of people in Swat. Whenever an army has been blooded in battle, right, it's lost blood on the battlefield, they ask the question, why have you lost this blood? Is it to make sure that crooks come up and make hay while the sun shines? It's not going to happen in this country. And whatever the military hierarchy presently think about, the pressure from the ranks will be strong on this issue. Now, I do request Parliament to take it head on and solve this issue. If they do not do that, then I go back to Madame de Staël and they will say that the battalion of 500 men are better than the 500 men in Parliament.
Do you think that government has taken any decision to place NRO before the Parliament?
Let me first give a context. Why do we need to have NROs, right? And that's again coming back to the independence of judiciary. I think we know that throughout the tradition in Pakistani politics has been go for the kill, go for your opponent, humiliate him, put 10 cases. I've been a Nazim. I've had criminal cases against me when I was a Nazim. And not just me, but my entire council. 33% of my council were implicated in water theft, cattle theft, goat theft. That is the kind of politics that we have. Now, a lot of these cases, I'm not disputing all, but a lot of these cases were politically concocted. And our view is that the people in our party have been victimized.
But do you think that this is a best practice instead of going to the courts?
Well, we are going
instead of going to the courts.
Yes, it's a concocted case because
you have Switzerland, you have Poland, France, oil for food program.
Because we went through trials. Because our leadership went through trials.
So they came out clean?
Yes, there was nothing proven.
The cases were dropped.
There was nothing proven.
That was the agreement.
Acquitted. Our president was acquitted in majority of the cases. You wanted him to spend 25 years in jail, even if you have a first degree a person under facing section 302.
But the question is why you took benefit from a military ruler?
Nobody took any benefit.
It was General Musharraf who promulgated that ordinance.
If you look at the whole procedure, there was an independent judge who actually sifted that which cases are the ones that do come into the purview of an NRO.
But
that judge was not appointed by Pakistan.
But why? The question is why this reconciliation is selective.
No. Every party, ANP, people linked with their party, people linked with no, people linked with every party. It doesn't affect this.
But the PMLN is not a beneficiary.
We are not the beneficiary.
I think every party, as far as I know, every party is directly.
Do you think you are beneficiary?
No, absolutely. We are not.
It's not our party.
We will not accept any benefit from that NRO. Neither we are the beneficiary. and nor we can think about
but
to
the
come up.
question
Nafisa
is,
Shah has any
my argument
justification.
is,
Actually,
Because
my,
last
what the
my
point of
argument
Nafisa
cases
Shah
were
is,
instituted
my
on
argument
political
is,
basis.
you
Allow-
have to, my
Allow me
argument
just
is
a
that these
second.
cases, many of these cases, at least against our leadership, have been false and concocted. We face the courts, we can face them again. We are not the ones to shy away from courts and make deals by
Then
involving
why went for-
intermediary
then why you
countries.
went for this
we
amnesty?
have not gone in for
Because,
broad
because,
amnesties.
because,
We have not gone in
because
for
there is
presidential
because there is a
pardons.
general view.
We
If
have-
there is no NRO,
There is no amnesty.
President Asif Ali Zardari would not have been head of state today.
Why not? He would have.
That's the major.
He would have been.
actually
This
what
is a historical course. We would have ridden him to power. There could have been another way.
So you
It's
must
not
be
an
thankful
NRO.
to,
and it's
General
not
Musharraf, isn't
NRO. It is not NRO which has brought him to power. It is the people which have brought him to power. It is our votes. I, as a parliamentarian, have voted for him, sir, and I will vote for him again.
actually what Nafisa
And
is
I think let's not
saying,
make moral
like
value
to-
judgments
I
on
think-
this.
Okay, quick
Also, I
comment.
want
I
to,
would
I
like
want
to-
to, I
I
want to
think-
also respond to one of your comments, sir, with due respect. I think nothing in the world justifies a military takeover. I don't care who Danielle Steele was. She's not my ideal, and I don't want to quote her.
But do you
I
think-
think
Have you ever
nothing in
heard
the
of Oliver
world.
Wendell Holmes?
I don't
Clear
care.
and
But
They're not my ideals. I have my own ideals to quote from. I'll quote Shahid Zulfikar
if the
Ali
civilian
Zulfikar.
governments fail to deliver, then what would happen? I mean,
There
what is
are
the
legal
remedy?
mechanisms, and that is the election. Let us go down the drain. If we are corrupt, let us go down the drain. The eventual people are the ones who are Pakistani voters. Let them decide if you are crooks and if you're not.
actually what
Nobody
Nafisa
else
is
has the
saying,
right to
What is
do
I
the
believe
system?
that
Which democracy do we
slightly
talk about when we don't have democracy within the parties? Where there is
We have a
hereditary...
democracy in
no,
my
what
party.
democracy?
Of
When there's
course
a
I have a
bottleneck up
democracy in
there
my
and nobody can rise within the parties. What
I
democracy
feel
do we talk about?
Nafisa is slightly slipped from the real topic because Nafisa is saying that they have suffered a lot because they have suffered jails, they have suffered...
No. I'm saying, look.
And majority of the
don't
cases
you
were
agree that Mia
instituted
Nawaz
when
Sharif
your
has been
government was in
concocted,
power.
has been involved in
All
false
your
cases?
leadership has suffered to be in
and
Bhutta
Nafisa
Saab,
is also
I
saying...
have a question from Bhutta Saab.
And Nafisa is also saying, allow me just
No,
a second,
no,
then
hasn't
I'll
your
allow you.
leadership been
I'll allow
involved
you.
in false cases?
No, absolutely
Yes or not?
I
Yes
just
or-
gave
yes
an
or no?
example.
Let him complete.
There are so many cases sometimes.
And haven't you tried to find a way
and
out of those
sometimes,
false cases?
some-
Like getting in
sometimes the
presidential
case
pardons?
is not proved. Okay, prosecution always not come forward
No, but
for
your
proving
leadership
the
has been
cases.
convicted.
Certain cases are proved, certain cases are
Bhutta
not
Saab,
proved.
your leadership
If the
was
Swiss
convicted.
if the
Your
Swiss,
leadership was convicted. My
if-
leadership
I'd like
was
to
not
comment
no, the
as a
Swiss
neutral-
court has
as a
convicted
non-party
Zardari.
person.
Swiss court
have not
has
dropped.
convicted
But the
Mohtama
charges are
Benazir
dropped.
Bhutto.
Kamran,
The
I'd
charges
like
are
Nawaz
dropped.
Sharif has
Those
not
were not
convicted.
dropped through NRO.
Nawaz Sharif has not directed Swiss
Yes.
court
Yeah,
to
but
convict.
those were not
Kamran,
dropped through NRO.
But at the same time,
I'd like to quote...
at the same
if
time, the
I-
question is that how can a particular person can be extended a special benefit for that he is supposed to come out of the criminal cases?
What about the
Why this
presidential
law?
pardon?
Why this law?
What about the presidential pardon?
Why law? Why law?
No. I want to ask.
I think
The pardon was not.
There were two convictions.
We
One
have to go
was
for a break.
life-
We have to
life
go for a
conviction.
break.
Allow me.
Okay,
There
we
was
have
a
to go
life
for a break
conviction,
here.
There
We
was a
will-
14-year conviction.
we-
There was a presidential
There was
pardon. There was a presidential pardon.
Pardon was not for the wish of the. That
Okay.
was not at the wish of Nawaz Sharif.
Okay, I think we have to go for a
Wish or
break
will,
here, and
but
we
there
will
was a way
continue
out
our
for
discussion.
That was
Because
the
it
way
was a
out.
false case.
Okay,
That
we
was
have
the
to go for a
safe
break
way
here.
out by for Musharraf,
Okay,
not for Nawaz
we
Sharif.
have to go for a break here, of course, that we are discussing the recent Supreme Court judgment and its implications, but it's time for another short break, so stay with us.